Well, who am I? I'm the guy that's been chosen to keep you awake after lunch. So rule number 1, no sleeping. In all seriousness, my name is C.D. Glin, and I consider myself an adopted son of the continent of Africa. For the past 15 years, I've lived and worked in more than 20 African countries as an international development professional. 1 year in Ghana, 2 years in South Africa with the Peace Corps, and nearly 3 years in Nigeria. It is truly an honor to speak to you today. While my message is one of thanks and congratulations, it's also meant to challenge you. It's only fair that I do so, since I have to follow President Obama and Secretary Clinton, who you met with yesterday, and members of Congress and Director Williams today. It's my duty to challenge you as I am challenged. But I don't look at it as a challenge, merely an opportunity, because looking out at you, I realize I'm not alone. There are some of you who want me to succeed, and better still, others who will take this journey with me. It is that sense of connectedness, of shared mission, of mutual understanding that is enabling me to stand before you now. Let this sense of connectedness, of shared mission, of mutual understanding also aid you in your endeavors. The analogy may be weak, the comparisons unfounded, but the central message holds true. As you take up the mantle and assume and continue in leadership roles in your respective countries, the pressures will mount. The expectations will balloon, and anxiety may encroach. But remember that you are not alone. There are those who want you to succeed, and many who will travel with you. Failure is not an option. The continent of Africa cannot afford to lose your leadership. With that, let me start by thanking you for the work you've done to date and encouraging you to continue on and to work harder still, reminding you, as has been true for nearly 50 years, that you have a partner in the Peace Corps. Thank you for being the change agents that you are, the drivers, the creative individuals who question the status quo, who exploit new opportunities, who refuse to give up as you remake your countries, the continent, and the world for the better. As President Obama said in Ghana last year, Africa's future is up to Africans. Africa's future is up to you. The future of the continent will be what you make it. Each of you individually was chosen, and each of you individually can make a contribution, can make a difference. Sometimes this is achieved just by showing up, by raising your hand, by giving of yourself, your time, your talent. You can change people and change their perceptions. Perceptions they may have of you, your people, even your nation, and your continent. I'm not telling you what I think, I'm telling you what I know. I joined the Peace Corps with no expectations of grandeur, besides bringing water to a drought-barren land, or building a school brick by brick and having it being named after me, or enabling thousands of kids to gain access to education due to my work. No real expectations, just little things like that. Seriously, I wanted to serve. I wanted to make a difference, and little did I know how soon it would come. The white Land Cruiser drove into the village. In the distance, I could see hundreds of people waiting, milling about. As we drove along the road, approaching the people gathered, little boys ran beside us, making me think back to my history class as they shouted, "The American is coming, the American is coming." The car stops, and I, along with Peace Corps staffers, hop out, and I can see everyone still looking inside the vehicle, looking over me, looking around me, and if possible, looking through me. I noticed that some of the smiles that had been present seconds ago had disappeared. And then I overheard the statement that made it all make sense to me. I heard someone say, "Oh, I thought we were getting a real American." In that instance, seconds upon my arrival, I made a commitment that if I did nothing else over the next 2 years, I would change their perception of what an American is. I ended up having 2 wonderful years in South Africa. Life-changing years. And beyond the work that I actually did, just by hopping out of the vehicle with a smile and some shorter dreadlocks, I changed the way an entire community thought about the US and in turn, the world. The past is prologue. What you have achieved, what got you recognized and selected to be here today is only a small indication of what you will do for your countries and the continent in the years to come. It will not be easy. There will be some fatigue and definitely some frustration. But I can assure you, as you climb the ladder of success, rung by rung, country by country, you will not be alone. The question now, thank you. The question now is, now that you've had this experience, what are you going to do differently when you get back home? I have no doubt that one of you sitting here will lead his or her country one day. And I also have no doubt that one of you sitting here will be supporting that person all along the way. I firmly believe that leadership is about helping others to reach their potential and discover their greatness, inspiring others to dream more, to do more, to be more. This is an unprecedented opportunity. Africa is on the move. You are on the move. Don't fail to seize the moment. Share your ideas, share your challenges, share your successes, share your contact information. Be united in the cause of peace, prosperity, and progress for the continent of Africa. Weeks from now, months from now, when you are back in your respective communities, when the realities of life are getting in the way of the aspirations you have for your life, when you are feeling down, remember the energy of this week and look to the things that have gotten you this far. Your values, the spirit of Ubuntu, humanity, I am because we are. People are people because of other people. Your vision, every change begins with a vision and a decision to take action. Remember your personal call to action. And the quote that states, "The harder I work, the luckier I get." So be prepared to work hard to realize your vision. In the spirit of volunteerism, it has been said that volunteerism is not an African concept. I'm sure everyone in this room can refute that. So whether we're calling it volunteerism or service or civic engagement or just being a good community or family member, a good sister, brother, son, or daughter, hold on and exemplify that spirit. That said, I do have a story about explaining my role as a volunteer with some of my community members. I was regularly approached, as all volunteers are, and asked what I was doing in the country. And I would routinely answer, I'm an American Peace Corps volunteer, working in the schools, working in the community. I'm here for 2 years. That usually satisfied people. But one particular guy got very specific. He said, "You were sent here from America. You have to live in the village, and you are not earning a salary? My brother, what did you do wrong? And why didn't America want you?" I changed my answer a little bit after that. On a serious note, those of us who serve in the Peace Corps or who work for the Peace Corps are in a privileged position wherein day in and day out, we carry out the mission of a young American leader, President John F. Kennedy, who decided to hold true to his values, to his vision, and to the spirit of volunteerism, who decided America would share and exchange these tenets with the world, person to person, village to village, 2 years at a time, with the full knowledge that the going will get tough. Make the decision to carry on, not to rest on your past accomplishments, but to return to your countries, inspired and reinvigorated to change not only the way the world sees Africans, but the way Africans see Africa. Change starts within. Greatness is a decision. Decide to be great. As most of you are social entrepreneurs and social innovators, I'd like to end with a few statements by two of America's great leaders in their respective fields. Thomas Edison, a famous American inventor, said that if we all did what we were capable of, we would literally astound ourselves. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., arguably the greatest civic leader of all time, made it very plain. He said, everyone can be great because everyone can serve. So as was the honor I was given, I call on you young African leaders of today, the global leaders of tomorrow, to continue to strive for greatness, to continue to astound yourselves, to continue to serve, for it will be your leadership that guides us, your direction that advises us, and your actions that inform us as we walk together for another 50 years. Thank you.